Kool TV proudly presents East Carter Raiders basketball live on the Kool Hit Sports Network. Now let's head courtside for countdown to tip-off for exciting East Carter Raiders basketball live on Kool TV.
Welcome to the campus of East Carter High School here in Grayson, Kentucky on a mild Tuesday, February 20th, 2024. I'm sure everybody knows the date, but sometimes I even write 2023 still. Do you do that too, Coach?
Absolutely.
Coach Jeff Whitson to my right. We just wrapped up senior festivities. Of course, the seniors today will be Gavin Sexton, Evan Goodman, Blake Hall, Tessa Goebel, Lane, Scott, and Scott.
Got
a special group coming through here today. We've, here at the Kool Hit Sports Network, and had the opportunity to cover them for the last 3 or 4 years, and it's been a true pleasure. It's not over with yet. Most of those kids I just named still play baseball, so they'll get another senior day. But all that aside, they got a good Russell team coming in here, and coached by Derek Cooksey, a young team, starting 3 freshmen usually. Actually, we have their starting lineup. Quinn, Neal, Pridemore, Rimmer, and Fleming will get the start for the Red Devils, and for East Carter, Goodman, Hall, Tate Scott, Sexton, and Lane. So Cole Brammer starting the seniors, and one of the Scott brothers is going to sit out and let his 2 fellow teammates take the start. And I'll tell you, that's a leadership type of deal right there.
That's a class move by a couple of great kids. You couldn't ask for any better kids to have on your team as seniors or just in general than that group of them.
Really big crowd on hand, because not everybody's taking their seat. There's a lot of people that are standing. The lobby's full. Right here below us, the student section in full force. I'll go ahead and we'll just do some keys for the game. East Carter's looked really good of late. Did kind of hiccup a little bit when they went to Rowan County. Rowan County's really good. East Carter had opportunities to win that game. Allowed Rowan County go on 12-0 run there in the third quarter, and that was pretty much all she wrote. Other than that, East Carter outplayed them. Got some couple of really just terrible calls down the baseline. A couple of our kids just got mauled around the baseline. There was no call, but the officiating changed in the second half. East Carter just didn't take care of the ball there in the third quarter. Other than that hiccup, they played really well, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team that this team has proven as the season's gone on any given night, they can play with and give anybody in the region a real hard time.
And coming here, in particular here, this is not an easy place to get a win. I mean, it feels like the crowd's right on top of you, and like I said, there's going to be a big crowd here. When you talk about a true road game, this has to be the venue you talk about.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a place that it gets loud. It's tight in here. It's definitely a little warm this evening. It's one of those. It's not a comfortable environment to be a
my goodness,
visiting team.
It is warm, but I think that's a quality of warmer temperatures outside. East Carter probably doesn't have the air conditioner on, and there's a lot of people here.
Yeah.
So, but little keys. I think East Carter's got to be able to ISO Blake Hall in the lane.
Yeah.
When they get ISO in the lane, Blake Hall's either able to put his shoulder down, turn the corner, or distribute out, and that takes some pressure off of Evan Goodman. And I think Sexton, he's the key for this team. You know Blake Hall and Evan Goodman's going to get theirs. If Sexton comes off the bench or starts or wherever he's at and he's able to make shots, that changes the way that you got to defend this Raider team.
Yeah, that's what we were mentioning a couple games ago. We were talking about that same thing, that you need one of those guys that you're not expecting. You have your expectations of what you're going to get out of Goodman and out of Blake Hall. You need one of those guys. You need Tate Scott to step up. You need you need one of those other people that you're not expecting a bunch of points out of on a given night to get hot, shoot the ball well, and put that 10 or 12 points up. It just makes East Carter a completely different basketball team.
For Russell, they've been inconsistent, and I can say that because I don't care what Derek thinks. Obviously, I'm kidding. I love Derek Cooksey. They've been inconsistent, and a lot of that is growing pains. A really young team for the Red Devils, Coach, and and I think that it's not necessarily we're building for the future. It's more of the future is now.
Yeah, it's something you don't normally see, starting a couple seniors and 3 freshmen. Not something that you normally run into a whole lot, but Russell's obviously making it work.
One of the keys that I think goes for them is don't allow your freshman mistakes to lose you a game late in the season. We've seen that a couple of times. Russell was fortunate to get a win over Raceland at home. Russell was fortunate a couple of times. They just came off a win against Bath County. Fortunate to win that game. Trailed a lot of that game. And we just watched East Carter just, I don't think Bath County ever had the lead here.
No, handled them fairly easily.
So I'll tell you what, my producer told me we need to take a break because you're talking too much. So we'll take a break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Okay. Back out here on Kool TV. Coach, you've been talking too much. You messed up our breaks, and apparently we're supposed to have a cue sheet, and we don't have it.
It's not me.
Obviously. Hey, I get the sponsors in, and I try to make the pregame show as eventful as I can. It seems like sometimes it is what it is. So going back to the keys of this game, like we said, I think Blake Hall getting in the lane and ISOing. One thing that I've noticed Coach Cole Bramer doing as of late in the last 2 or 3 games, he's went through a 3-2 zone. Something that I don't think that they've seen since maybe Brandon or Charlie Baker's been the coach here.
Yeah, it's something you don't run into very often, so it can definitely confuse a team, especially if they like to play a perimeter-style basketball game. That can cause a lot of team troubles.
As the coaches and captains meet at midcourt. And I see our good friend Davey Anderson down there. You know what his nickname is, don't you? Davey the Kid. He's got those fast hands. You got to watch it because, he puts up the foul so quick. I call him Davey the Kid. Love him to death. Great guy. Davey Anderson's a great kid. A great guy.
You'll hear about that one later.
No, it's not an insult. I think.
I know.
Yeah, he got to watch. If Davey calls a foul, you got to watch because hits wha-bam, so. We'll take another break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back out here on Kool TV, we're in Grayson, Kentucky on the campus of East Carter High School, a.k.a. the place Jeff Whitson built. And we're going to meet tonight's officials, brought to you by Tri-State Ophthalmology. They provide the Tri-State with expert surgical and medical management of eye disease, including LASIK surgery. That's Tri-State Ophthalmology. Davey Anderson, J.J. Foley, and Roy Wright will have the call tonight of an anticipated very physical game. First, let's meet the starters for Russell. Quinn, Neal, Pridemore, Rimmer, and Fleming, 16-9 on the year. Derek Cooksey's team, very young. They do star Fleming, who is a senior. Look for him to try to add some leadership in hostile waters. It's tough playing here, Coach. And now for the East Carter Raiders here on senior night. Goodman, Lane, Scott, Sexton, Hall. Like we already talked about, the keys for tonight's game. And I tell you what, every once in a while I'm going to have to stand up because I'm starting to sweat. I mean, it is toasty up here.
It's a little warm, definitely.
It's not as warm as it was at West Carter that one night.
No.
That was the hottest I've ever been in a gym.
Yeah.
But it was also probably one of the biggest crowds I'd seen at a gym, too. So anytime West and East get together, you'll get one of those crowds.
And then, of course, when Spencer's calling the game, there's lots of hot air coming up top, too.
Did you hear that, producer? You going to let him talk about me like that? We're going to have to put a 5-second delay on Coach Whitson over here to my right so James can blur it out when he starts to talk. He said he'll just turn it up. As East Carter makes their way back to the locker room. Russell still out on the floor warming up. And it looks like the ROTC here at East Carter High School has made their way down the floor. And that means it's just about time for the national anthem. We still got about 7 minutes left here in the pregame. A lot of games going on around the area. It's been an eventful week, Coach. Morgan County goes to Round County, gets a big win. East Carter's caught fire here at the end of the season. The demographics, the teams have changed drastically since game number one. East Carter, you know, me and James did their first game of the year, them and Raceland down there in Raceland, and both teams did not look good, James. And since then, I think both teams have looked 100% better. So, you know, Raceland's a threat to win the 63rd. East Carter's a threat to win the 62nd. I mean, there's just I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised when we go to Moorhead on that Saturday for the drawing that there's going to be some first-round matchups where maybe Ashland or Boyd County don't make it to the second game. Because you may have a Rowan County-Boyd County or a Rowan County-Ashland first-round matchup. And Fleming County, where are you going to put them at? Morgan County's a team that could give somebody some trouble. East Carter's a team that gives somebody some trouble. I mean, this region tournament in the 16th region on the boys' side is going to be a fantastic. This might be the best region tournament we've had in 20 years.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the best one in a long time.
It's definitely the most open. There's no real dominant team. You lean a little towards Boyd County, but even they've had flaws. They went to Harlan County and lost the other night. They've lost a couple times. I think they lost to Pikeville, too, didn't they, earlier in the year? Boyd County was a Pike County Central. Was either Pike Central or Pike Central? It was Pike Central. So we'll take another break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family-oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you. They know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb. We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Back out here on Kool TV as we were talking about college and some other things at the break. Both teams that went back to their locker room. We're still about 3 minutes left before tonight's game is set to begin. It's 7:33 per the Apple Watch. 46 degrees outside, which they need to open the doors a little bit.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, it's easy for us to say, a little overweight, middle-aged men up here, but it made me feel better that James said he was hot because James runs all the 5Ks in Eastern Kentucky. So if he's hot, that means everybody else is hot too. Let's look at the head-to-head season stats for Russell and East Carter. Russell shooting just a little bit better from the field and from behind the arc. Free throw shooting, the advantage is East Carter, that is.
When I was looking at stats earlier today, that one jumped at me. I was like,
how bad has Russell been at the free throw line this year?
East Carter's got the higher free throw percentage.
Obviously, we're kidding because we care. We're just obviously kidding. Of course, Coach Jeff Whitson was on the call for Lawrence County, and East Carter missed their first 6 free throws in that game. And against Morgan County, I believe, was a 2 of 8 at the half or something like that. So we're kidding. But free throw shooting, is that one of the keys, do you think, for victory tonight for both teams, Coach?
Absolutely. I think whichever team, it can be a big difference for both teams. It looks like when you look at the numbers of it, if either team can substantially go above their average for the night, it could be a huge difference for either one of them.
So some local celebrities in the stands besides yourself. I've seen Coach Champlin walk in. I've seen new principal out here, Corey G., here in the house. Of course, James Collier is here. And we got our good friend Jacob Hankins down on the baseline. For those of you who don't know, Jacob Hankins is our newest guy here at the Kool Hits sports station, and he does a fantastic job. He's kind of stepping in Ben Spicer's role, getting highlights for all the area teams. He does a fantastic job. He works his rear end off to get the best highlights in the area for the best media outlet in the area, and we are so grateful we're able to bring guys like Jacob Hankins on board. And I believe, James, is that part of your recruiting job?
Ben actually brought him to us.
So apparently it was Ben's the one who did it. Ben brought him to us.
That was a going-away present.
So it was a going-away present, I guess. So we got to, once again, thank you to Ben Spicer, who, it was a true pleasure. I can speak for James, too. Man, we had a lot of fun working together, didn't we? They're going to do the national anthem, and we'll take a break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Bright Beginnings Preschool, located in Raceland Christian Church at 210 Caroline Road, provides quality child care with Christian values to more than 30 students currently enrolled in the school. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Bright Beginnings Preschool is available for nearly every schedule while offering a peace of mind while your little one is away. For more information, contact Heather Scarberry at brightbeginnings@racelandchristian.com or call 606-834-9241. That's Bright Beginnings Preschool, 210 Caroline Road, Raceland.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky. If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Back out here on Kool TV as we have just concluded tonight's national anthem. Really good national anthem.
Yes, it was. Got a live rendition this evening.
Yeah. See, at KCU, we get the Army-Navy band, don't we, James? Every time, the Army-Navy band. And the announcer there, great guy, he always has to say, this is the Army-Navy band playing it. Oh, it's just him on his phone playing over speakers.
Yeah. I'll say it's nice having somebody sing it live.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they tried to get James to sing it down there at KCU, and he wouldn't do it. Starting lineups first for Russell, 16-9 on the year, coached by Derek Cooksey. Quinn, Neal, Pridemore, Rimmer, and Fleming. So a lot of athleticism in Coach Derek Cooksey's starting lineup. But I think it's fair to say, Coach, tonight they will play the most physical opponent they have seen on their schedule.
I would say you are absolutely right. The one thing that's kind of interesting with this game is for as physical as we expect this game to be, there's not a lot of height for either team.
Go ahead.
For as physical as it's going to be, it's not going to be an underneath banging game, or at least not big guys underneath.
Right. And I
out.
think that a lot of it depends on how it's officiated.
Yeah.
I think the first 2 or 3 minutes we'll find out how the game is played.
Yeah.
Because if you get a couple quick fouls, let's say, on Blake Hall or Caleb Rimmer, and kind of puts both these coaches in weird spots, then I think that you are back kind of calling the dogs off a little bit.
Yeah, because we absolutely, back during the East Carter-West Carter game, we saw what happened when Blake Hall picked up 2 early fouls, and it absolutely
changed the game.
I'll say it put a crippling effect on East Carter that night.
East Carter has a knack of not starting games fast, letting teams get early leads. I think if they do that tonight, they're beat.
Probably. Russell seems like a team that likes to get up and down the floor a little bit more than what East Carter does.
Yeah, East Carter's they're a hybrid. They really like the fast break or the half-court set. But it seems like more when they get in the half-court set, they're trying to get the ball, like we said, to that ISO there in the paint to Blake Hall, or kick out to Goodman, kick out to Sexton, or Ty Scott for a triple.
Yeah, they absolutely. They'll run when they get the opportunity, but when the opportunity is not there, they're very comfortable in settling down and holding on to the basketball and moving the ball around the floor until they can get a good open shot.
Officials have taken their spots. Rimmer is going to jump against Blake Hall. Whistle, ball's in the air, and tap controlled by the Red Devils. Quinn has it in backcourt, gives it off to Neal. Picked up by Ty Scott. East Carter starts out in man-to-man. Now, Quinn gets it off to Pridemore. Out front to Fleming. Fleming looking to drive. Cut off by Goodman. Now out front to Neal.
So far, East Carter doing a great
Not
job
allowing
of
any
off.
ball carrier to get in the lane.
Yeah, East Carter's doing a great job switching off on all the screens that Russell's setting right now.
Fleming looks to drive against Lane. Wraparound pass to Rimmer, who airballs it. Rebound goes off to Blake Hall, who hands it to Evan Goodman. Maybe anticipate a little contact there that just didn't come. Goodman looking for a pick. Looking to drive, cut off by Fleming. Now over to Sexton. Sexton in the lane, out to Ty Scott. Scott makes a move. Wraparound pass down low to Lane. Lane in the lane, no good. Rebound goes to Hall. His first offensive rebound tonight. Shots blocked by Rimmer. Gets his rebound back. Puts it up again. It's no good. Another offensive rebound for the Raiders. This one's Goodman. He's going to back it out. Gives it off to Ty Scott. East Carter will reset. You cannot allow East Carter to get second and third chance opportunities and get out of Grayson with a win. Goodman fires three. Good. Johnson Chiropractic three-point shot for Evan Goodman. It's 3-0 East Carter.
That one was a little deep. Evan fired that one up from out in Hitchens.
That's the volleyball line out there, Coach. That's they also call that Spencer Hutchinson territory out there. Fleming has a wide-open triple. This one way off the mark. No good. Rebound goes off to Blake Hall. He gives it ahead to Goodman. Goodman in the lane, loses control. Good job there by one of the Red Devils defenders knocking that away because that looked like for sure points. Way out front, Neal firing. Long three off the front of the rim, no good. Ran down by Sexton in the left corner. Sexton quickly in the front court. Looks like Russell in man-to-man also, Coach. Goodman gets a pick from Hall up top. Over to Sexton. Sexton, nice move. Drives baseline. Wraparound pass down low to Blake Hall. Lays it in. It's 5-0. East Carter. Timeout, Russell. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
It's a great start for East Carter. You come down, you get Blake Hall a basket, you get Evan Goodman with a deep three.
Russell looks tight.
Yeah, Russell looks like
they look tight.
Yeah, they're feeling the pressure a little bit, and part of it, they're hot in this gym.
Oh, my goodness.
And get the pressure turned up on them.
Yeah.
And
of course, tonight's game is brought to you in part by JD Flooring of Greenwood. For all your carpet and flooring needs, to the good folks at JD Flooring. By Kurt Robinson, State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs. Home, health, and vehicle. That's Kurt Robinson, State Farm Insurance. 5-0 Raiders. We talked about that in the pregame, that if they get a slow start, they'll get beat.
Yeah.
It's Russell's slow start. You know, if you go back and we talk about the end of the game, if East Carter wins by 3 or 4, we'll remember the start of this game.
Absolutely.
Or if East Carter loses by 3 or 4, we should have went on an 8-0 run to begin the game. Full court press for the Raiders. Neal racing in the front court. Spins in the lane, traveled, really got away with one there.
Yeah, he definitely got an extra step on that one.
My goodness. Goodman walks it across, working against Fleming. Over to Sexton. Sexton gets a pick from Goodman, now out to Ty Scott. Neal's one of those really young, great talents for Coach Derek Cooksey.
Yeah, Russell definitely got a team that's going to be scary the next couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
All the youth
Well, they're scary right now. They could win the 63rd for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You just imagine all that youth when it gets a little
Ty
over.
Scott thought about 3. Now he'll step back and fire for 3. This one's off the back of the rim. No good. The 4th offensive rebound here in the first quarter for East Carter. This one claimed by Evan Goodman. 7 rebounds thus far for the Raiders. Russell has 0, Coach.
That's definitely a good sign
Goodman
for the
gets in the lane, picks up his dribble. Gives out to Ty Scott. Scott gets to the free throw line, drives, feeds it down low to Lane, who puts it off the glass and in.
That was a great pass by Ty Scott to find the open guy under the basket.
7-2, Raiders lead. Down low to Rimmer. And the ball is deflected away and out of bounds by Blake Hall. Now, against a lot of teams that Russell goes against, Rimmer's a mismatch. I don't think that much tonight. As Blake Hall is one of those guys that I think give Caleb Rimmer a lot of trouble.
Oh, absolutely. Blake's an athletic kid. He's long-armed. He's going to move around, and he's a little energy guy, and he's going to absolutely give you trouble.
Good-looking shot there. 7-4. Rimmer's on the board. Sexton has it way up top. Gets off to Goodman. Wow, I thought that was headed to the Russell bench, didn't you?
Yeah, that one got lucky.
It was a good looking anticipation pass.
Yeah, Evan got a hand on that one and cupped it and pulled it in somehow.
Tate Scott has it way up top. He's checked in. Hall way up top, a guy that will not shoot the three-pointers, but he made one earlier this year. Good drive by Goodman. His shot is no good. That should have been goaltending.
Yeah, that's got to be offensive goaltending.
No, it should be defensive goaltending.
Or defensive goaltending.
Because Rimmer grabs the net, maybe popped the rim just enough. I don't think it was going in no matter what. I think it was going to roll out, and what are they calling here? Are they counting the basket or no? Okay, they're going to get together here.
It looked like they initially signaled to count the basket.
Yep. Looks like we're going to get a. Let's see here. Yeah, they're going to count it. I don't think Rimmer had to touch the net, Coach. I don't think that was going in.
I don't think it was either. I think it was going to fall off the front of the rim. But
yeah.
And I don't even know if he was intending to do it. I think his hand just kind of got caught trying to go up for a block. And
Caleb Rimmer, one of those really just super and turnover in backcourt. Russell very fortunate there. Maintaining possession. Neal racing down the middle of the floor, and he's going to get fouled. Trying to feed Fleming over here in the left corner. Foul goes against Lane. First team foul against East Carter. Looks like number 21 for Russell. Kazmarzik. Is that how you, Kazmarzik? Hey, that's pretty good for me. Nice move down low by Caleb Rimmer, who puts it off the glass and in. Rimmer with 4 points thus far.
That's the first foul on Evan Goodman for the night.
(9-7). Russell has slashed this lead to 2. I do apologize to my producer for rocking the boat up here. Goodman wants another, and he'll fire. This one's good. Johnson chiropractic three-point shot for Evan Goodman. He has 2 in the quarter, and the lead's at 12-7.
Evan started out having a great night for East Carter.
These are not just your average three-pointers. These are NBA.
Yeah, he's hit a couple deep threes already, had a couple offensive rebounds. Evan's playing a great game to start off tonight.
Nice move underneath by Neal, who fed Caleb Rimmer. There's a lot of contact underneath there. It's still loose. And they're going to call a jump ball, and it should go to East Carter, and it will. Back to what we were saying, physicality. This will probably be the most physical game that Russell's probably played all year.
It's a jump ball or second down, one of the two.
Well, there definitely was a loose ball there, and I saw one of your football players in the student section jump up and try to jump on it.
If there's a loose ball, get on it.
Yeah, right. East Carter with possession. Ty Scott, cross-court pass to his brother Tate. Russell has moved to a zone. Looks like a 3-2, Coach.
Yeah, they're playing 3 guys out on top of it and 2 guys back on baseline.
But they're covering a lot of ground. East Carter is very good about this. They will hold this ball until they find a lane in the defense, maybe a fracture that they're able to penetrate. Here they go, inside out. Good job by that Devil defense. As Rimmer will come down with it after the pass. Down low was deflected. Over to Quinn, who hands it off to Neal. Neal puts it between his legs. This is nice, though. Everybody cleared out. Neal did a really good job, but even better defense there by Tate Scott. Down low to Fleming, working against, and their offense just did not look good that whole time, Coach. Great. Nice passing by the Raiders, just couldn't convert it to lane. Looks like they're going to get basket interference against East Carter. Checking in for Russell will be number 42, Cordell. Red Devils have the possession, trailing by 5. Quickly the other way, and a travel by Quinn. No call. Gets it out to Rimmer. Rimmer down low. Now back out. This is a physical game, Coach. We're going to get an offensive foul against Neal. Maybe extended that arm just a little bit. No, they're going to get an illegal screen against Cordial. So we've made it past that 2 or 3 minute mark, Coach, and it's physical.
Absolutely. It's if you're East Carter, you got to be happy with the start. But as much as it appears that East Carter has played a great start to the game, if you're Russell, you got to be fairly happy that it's only a 12-7 game when you've not looked real smooth yet for the night.
No, their offense has not looked good thus far. Hall, mid-range shot, in and out, no good. Rebound goes off to the Red Devils. Neal has it. That's the first Russell rebound of the game thus far. Rimmer has it way up top, picks up his dribble. Neal looks to drive. Good drive by Neal. He'll put it off the glass and in. If Elijah, and they're not going to miss that one. They've missed a couple Red Devil walks, but they're not going to miss the one there. Turnover, East Carter. If you let Elijah Neal get in the lane, it's almost automatic. That kid is so good with the ball in traffic. He can take it himself. He can shoot the teardrop. He can distribute. He is really something special.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, this Russell team to have 3 freshmen that start.
This is. Let me tell you something. This is a very talented team that Coach Derek Cooksey has.
Well, and a lot of those kids, they don't look like 3 freshmen physically.
No.
They're big, long kids.
Well, they play, you got to think, a lot of these kids play AAU ball most of the year. Nice pass down low to Rimmer. The shot is blocked by Blake Hall. Sexton over to Goodman. He'll fire from there. He does for 3. This one's way off the mark. No good. Rebound goes off to Tate Scott.
Evan had a little extra heat on that one.
I'll tell you what. Nice feed down low to Hall. Can't finish it. That's a couple of times East Carter not be able to fish right at the basket. Feeds it to Goodman. Goodman's fouled.
That's going to be 2 on Cordial already.
And it looks like Johnson has jumped up from the Raider bench to ready to check in. Of course, the view down that you're looking at live on your screen, courtesy of Jacob Hankins, our newest guy here at the Cool Hits Sports Network. What a great kid he is. I mean, just James, how did you find the group of guys that we have? The most soft-spoken individuals we could possibly ever have, and then we got me and you. How did that happen? Goodman hits both of them, 14-9. 7.4 seconds left here in the first quarter. Johnson checks in for Goodman. We're in for a good one, Coach. Russell's going to make a run, I'm telling you. Too much talent on the floor for the Red Devils. Neal gives it off for a long 3 up top. That's good by number 23, Pridemore, as time expires in the first. It should count. I think he got it off.
I don't know. I've not seen
they're still talking about it. Yeah, they're going to count it. They should. 14-12. We played 1. We'll be back on Cool TV.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane Liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Caramel Boulevard in Grayson.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back out here on Cool TV. 8 minutes go up on the clocks to our left and right to start quarter number 2 here in Grayson on the campus of East Carter High School, a.k.a. the place Jeff Whitson built.
Definitely not in the gym. Basketball was not my strong suit.
I heard they had to replace the nets every time you came out here and shoot around because you just tore them up.
Well, that may have been, but that was only because that was as high as my vertical could ever
That's
go.
That's what I was going to say. What? Because you were making the shots is because you trying to dunk.
I could touch the net on a good day.
we get whistles here.
Not sure what was going on when they started the quarter.
It must be a clock issue.
I'll say Coach Brammer was still asking Davey Anderson about, I would assume, about the three-point shot.
I think it was good. I think
Cole
will probably agree with us when he goes back and looks at it.
Yeah, it looked like in real time that he got it off.
Yeah, it did. East Carter has possession, 14-12. Goodman up top, gives off to Tate Scott. Russell still sitting in that 3-2 zone. Down low to Hall, working against Fleming. Can't get it to go. Still loose. Blake Hall gets the rebound, shovels it off to Tate Scott. Still loose. I believe Burgess has checked in for the Red Devils. Another one of those younger talent players that Derek Cooksey has in his arsenal. But East Carter did win the JV game, Coach.
Yep, they sure did. And then that last rebound.
Oh, what a drive by Tate Scott, who put it off the glass and in.
That was the epitome of a Blake Hall rebound, though, on the previous part of that possession.
Listen, if you allow Blake Hall to get his pinky finger on the ball, he's getting it. Burgess gives it off to Fleming, way up top. Fleming looking to drive, cut off. It seems like the pressure of East Carter has really bothered the guards of Russell thus far. They're not able to really get past them. East Carter's done a really good job of staying in front of their guards. Down low to Fleming. Ball's poked away. It's still loose. Pridemore comes up with it. Rimmer for three. That's not his shot. I know that because he plays over at the house sometimes. If we're playing out, and I'm playing against Caleb, I'll go and shoot the ball really far away because I know I'm in good shape, which I usually don't make it either. But if I get lucky enough to make it, you talk about a great kid. Caleb Rimmer is a great kid. Coming from a great family, too. Pridemore has it. Gets a step on Goodman. Tough shot by Pridemore. Good rebound by Rimmer. He'll put it off the glass. Can't get it to go. Blake Hall just rips it away. Quickly the other way. 2-on-2. Hall in the lane. Lays up and in.
That was an extremely athletic play by Blake. He ripped the rebound away and then takes it coast to coast and makes a nice little step through and finger roll.
18-12. Good shot there by Neal. Can't get it to go. Good rebound momentarily by Rimmer, who has it taken away for the second straight time. Tate Scott gets it. And Hall, yeah, he traveled. Sure did.
Yeah.
I don't think he was expecting the ball there.
No, I don't think he was either. He was going to the basket to get ready to rebound, and all of a sudden he's got the ball in his chest. I think so far it seems like East Carter has been the much more aggressive team on the rebounding.
Russell looks tight offensively.
Yeah.
They haven't had any rhythm. The rhythm they do have is when Neal gets in the lane and is able to distribute.
Yeah.
Or a Caleb Rimmer putback. East Carter is okay when Caleb Rimmer's taking three-point shots. Not saying he can't hit them, but I guarantee his percentage is not 50%.
I'd rather have him out at the three-point line than underneath the basket.
Yeah, when he gets in the paint, he's one of those guys in the region who's dominant. Russell's got a couple of those guys at different positions that if they're able to get in the lane, they put other teams at huge disadvantages. Timeout Russell. As you can see inside their huddle, Coach Derek Cooksey. I've probably known Derek Cooksey for 25 years. Of course, I'm originally from Westwood. You said you're originally from Summit?
Yeah.
Summit?
I grew up out in the county.
Oh, past Flying J.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is out in the county.
Yeah, I grew up out toward Ponderosa Elementary in Boyd County.
Okay. Well, I grew up in Kendall Acres. And so did Brett, who's an assistant coach. So did Derek, who's the head coach. And so did Rex Cooksey, who is a long time affiliated with Fairview Schools, considered royalty in this area by a lot of people, including myself. Rex Cooksey. If you don't like Rex Cooksey, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that guy is one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life.
Coach Cooksey, the original Coach Cooksey, been around for a long time.
Oh, he's phenomenal, though.
He was around when I was playing back in the day.
Love him to death. Russell has the possession. Neal in the backcourt, guarded by Ty Scott. To Fleming, guarded by Johnson. Fleming hands the ball off to Pridemore. Now over to Quinn. Quinn looks to drive. Gets almost a clear out. Just can't get it to go. They just don't look comfortable offensively. Rebound goes off to Hall, racing down the other end, and gonna get a block. That was close. That was close.
They got him still.
I'm glad I'm not officiating.
Yeah, they got him still sliding on that one a little bit.
Yeah,
but
Coach Derek Cooksey wasn't happy with that one, but it may have been the right call and maybe in the wrong call.
I'll say Blake Hall was going pedal to the metal, though.
Hey, listen.
I think he was going to the basket.
I ain't getting in front of that train. I ain't getting in front of that train. There's no way. Blake Hall at the line, though.
That was a call you could have very easily gone either way.
Yeah, and I don't think it would have been argued either way.
No.
Hits the first free throw. But I think Blake, as soon as he got the rebound, made up his mind.
Oh, absolutely. You could tell. He went pedal to the floor.
Yeah. Leads up to 7 all of a sudden with 5:22 left here in the first half. Make it 8. Neal in backcourt. Of course, early in the season, Coach, this Russell team had Pikeville beat in the Boyd County Round Ball Classic, a game me and James and Ben watched. Quinn cut off by Tate Scott. The guards are just not able to penetrate in the lane. The couple of times they did was Neal, nice move by Neal, spins in the lane, tough shot, just can't get it to go. And you see how many white jerseys run the basket there?
Absolutely. East Carter's doing a great job collapsing when Russell does get down the lane, and they're switching off on screens. East Carter's playing a great game defensively
I'm
so
interested
far.
to see the rebounding statistics at the half. Good job there by Pridemore making Goodman pick up his dribble. 14-2 out rebounding Russell is East Carter. Hall just drives right past everybody, puts it off the glass, no good. Rebound goes off the rimmer.
Just seems like when the ball goes off the rim, East Carter's been the much more aggressive team.
You want to talk about a guy who is going to have some serious college looks is Caleb Bremer here in a couple of years. But I think that it's a good test for him going against a guy like Blake Hall, an experienced veteran, a leader. I'll say this. I'll even say this. Caleb Bremer will play the next 3 years at Russell probably, and he will not face another player in this area more physical than Blake Hall.
No, absolutely not.
Scott gets in the lane, backdoor cut to Blake Hall, who puts it off the glass and in. Somebody got lost underneath there.
Well, Russell's still trying to play in that 3-2 zone a little bit and play out top high, and Blake just backdoor cut and just went straight down the baseline.
All of a sudden, Coach, the lead is up to 10. Pridemore looks to drive, kicks it. Neal firing 3. This one's no good. Rebound goes off to Hall. East Carter being very aggressive, pushing the basket. Not any team in any foul trouble, though.
No, it's been a relatively, well, we said it's been a physical game. It's been a relatively clean game as far as fouls so far. Hall
working against Bremer. Out to Sexton, firing 3. Gavin Sexton, this is big time.
A little amped up on that one.
Evan Goodman, another offensive rebound, and we're going to get a travel on East Carter. Looks like Evan maybe picked up his pivot foot right there. Blake Hall already has 10 rebounds.
Oh, absolutely. That's what Blake's going into the game, he's averaging, I think, 6 rebounds a game or something like that.
He already has 10.
He's already got 10, and it's halfway in the second quarter.
And I think if you would have told Coach Derek Cookseed before the game if Blake Hall had 10 rebounds before the half, he'd probably say we're in trouble thus far. But I promise you Russell will make a run because of the talent they have. And you see it right there as Caleb Bremer never gave up on that play, and he'll put it in.
Now Russell shows a little press coming out.
Sexton in the front court. Let's see if he tries to push the issue, and we're going to get kicked ball. Accidental kick ball against Rimmer.
A little soccer game broke out for a second there.
Yeah, and speaking of soccer, we do a lot of soccer here at the Kool Sports Network. We love doing soccer. Of course, we did the regional girls and boys and KCU all season long. It won't be long, and baseball season will start.
Oh, absolutely.
I think the rough draft for the Kool Hits schedule came out today. East Carter fortunate there to have the ball back. Burton's checked back in, inside out, outside to Tate Scott. With 2:45 left and holding an 8-point lead, East Carter is content with just milking the clock, Coach.
Yeah, it was, a great senior leadership play of going back and resetting the offense. There was nothing there. Everything was a little rattled. Just reset the ball.
Goodman loses his footing. Did a really good job. And Russell fans want to travel. I think they need to rethink what a travel is. They may not know what that is because that was not a travel.
I'll say it.
If he would have got up, it would have been a travel.
Well, and he kept his dribble alive.
Yeah, that wasn't a travel. Goodman looks to drive. Outside to Tate Scott. Scott looks to drive, drives right past everybody, puts it off the glass. No good, but he's fouled. Just wearing down the Russell defense. And here on the Kool Hit Sports Network, we call it how it is, whether it's in favor of East Carter or whoever they're playing. Do Do we want East Carter to win? Absolutely. They're one of our teams, just like we want Raceland to win, just like we want West Carter to win, just like we want Lewis and Morgan, just like we want Coach Jeff Whitson to win Special Teams Coach of the Year.
I don't think they'd give that one out.
Well, you are in my book, sir.
Well, I appreciate it.
That's all that matters. Tate Scott hits them both. Lead goes back to 10, 24-14. What a camera angle there by Jacob Hankins down there on the right side. What a great kid. I keep bragging on him, but he really is a great kid, man.
Well, it definitely adds a lot to be able to see just from that floor level. Gives you a whole different perspective of the game and the crowd.
And we're going to get travel. It's Quinn. Traveled way up top, and the ball will go back to East Carter, who has a 10-point lead. If you're Russell, you want to get this game to half in single digits. If you're East Carter, you want to keep just building blocks.
Yeah, keep your foot on the gas pedal. And
well, you know, Russell's one of those teams where they've got enough talent, they're going to make a run. It's coming, and it may come in waves. But if you're East Carter, you get as much advantage as you can early. That way maybe you can, withstand one of those runs. Somebody just got lost underneath. East Carter just doing what they want right now, and the lead goes to 12.
Well, they got the ball into the low post to Blake Hall, and Russell collapsed with the double team. And when they collapsed
Russell they're not rotating over very well right now.
Well, when they collapsed with the double team, they just left William
Neal
Burton
in the
wide
lane, and he's tied up. Oh, they're going to get a foul, but I'm not sure about that one.
Ty Scott wanted the jump ball on that one.
Well, if they're going to call it a foul, it should have been a shooting foul because he was in the shooting act. Don't you think?
You would think so, but
Russell Ball at the baseline. He should have been at the free throw line if they're going to call a foul. Neal, down low to Rimmer. Rimmer back to Neal. Neal makes some space. Shot away, no good. Rebound goes off to Burton, who gives it off to Goodman. Goodman looks to drive, stops, pops, no good. Bounced around, and Russell has to score here if they're going to get back in this game. Neal drives, and they're going to get a charge underneath. Another one of those 50-50 plays. It could have went either way, Coach.
Yeah, I think they.
But I look down here to my right, and Coach Derek Cooksey, he's not putting it in. Neither of his assistants are really putting up much of an argument. So.
Well, and even the kids aren't arguing it. So.
I think it was 50-50. I think if East Carter called for a foul there, I think there's validation behind it, and, so. East Carter has held Russell to 14 first-half points, and just a phenomenal defensive masterpiece here in this first half. Burton down low, just takes it right to Fleming and puts it on the glass and in.
Nice aggressive drive by William Burton right there.
Leads up to 14. It feels like 25, though, don't it?
Yeah.
Russell's still in this game. Fleming, way up top, he's fouled.
Yeah, William
fouled by Burton.
Got out there and got him with the body a little bit there.
Have you noticed that Coach Whitson will call the foul even if the officiating doesn't?
Hey.
Was that me that did that?
That was you.
Okay. Fleming to inbound. Gets into Quinn. Way up top, guarded by Lane. Down low to Rimmer, and Rimmer was held on the floor. This will go against Hall. So that'll be the third team foul. Both teams with 3 team fouls here in the second quarter. And how do you feel about that 5-team foul double bonus?
I
hate it.
Yeah, I'm still up in the air on it a little bit.
I think you take the 1-and-1 out of the play. Nice move by Rimmer, who gets it off the glass and in. He'll have a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play. I don't like it. I like the 1-and-1s.
I think the 1-and-1 definitely gives you a different element of strategy that kind of gets taken away in it a little bit.
Well, this is the way I look at it, and I'm probably going to get criticized for it as Rimmer goes to the free throw line. You're already bowling with the rails up without a shot clock, and now with taking the 1-and-1 out, you just keep making it more, it seems like it's going back to the middle school, the way middle schools play.
Well, it's the same way in every sport, though, right now. People want to see points. They want to see action.
It cuts some of the strategy out of the game, and I like that. The older you get, you like strategy.
I agree with you. I'm just saying NFL, Major League Baseball.
And there's been times that East Carter's won games this year because they were in the double bonus.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Russell could say the same. Over in the left corner, Goodman has it. Kazmarzik did a really good job. Goodman just has to fire something up at the buzzer. It's no good. We've played one half. 28-17. East Carter leads Russell. We'll be back on the Kool Sports Network.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back out here on the Kool Sports Network, we're at the half. East Carter leads Russell 28-17 as Russell's been held to the lowest point total at the half all season long. And I think, East Carter played good defense, but I think I'm going to brag on Cole Bramer here a little bit. He was able to kind of keep Russell on their toes, moving from man. A couple of times he went to zone, and I think the press really bothered Russell's guards at times.
Yeah, and I definitely think East Carter, it seems like offensively, played with a much faster tempo than what they have for the majority of the season. It seems like they've kind of amped it up a little bit and went to the basket a little earlier into things and didn't play as passive and kind of waiting on open shots. They created open shots, and I don't think Russell was really ready for it in the first half.
Fairview leads a team I've never even heard of at the half, 56-22. Adams Christian. Where's that at?
I would guess maybe Adams County, Ohio, maybe.
That's a really good guess.
That's my only guess.
That's a good guess. No, I know where that's at. I didn't even think about that. Let me tell you something. I don't know what they're doing out here at East Carter, but if you need a geographical question, come ask the man up here, Jeff Whitson. Looking at some of the halftime stats, leading all scorers, well, we got two of them. Evan Goodman and Caleb Rimmer both with 10 points. But the story in the first half, looking at the rebounds, 17-6. Now, East Carter has as many rebounds as Russell has points right now. It's no knock, it's the stats.
No,
numbers don't lie.
And it also, when you look at it, East Carter's played a great first half. They're out shooting Russell from the floor, from the three-point line. Neither team's missed a free throw yet, so that's great for both of them when both teams shoot in the 60s as a team.
That's the one stat that sticks out is both of them. Well, neither have been in the free throw line a lot.
Yeah, but if you're Russell, you got to look at that stat of 6 rebounds and 7 turnovers.
Yeah, and I'll say this, and Russell never looked comfortable the whole time offensively. I don't know if it was maybe the defense East Carter was running, or maybe it was I don't know what it was. They just did not look comfortable the whole time, and I'm sure Coach Derek Cooksey's in there. I don't think he's a guy that would kind of tear the paint off the walls, but he's giving his guys a talking to, him and his coaching staff, about that first half. And if you're Cole Bramer, actually, we got to take a break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Houseman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for the best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a wide selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West, Ashland.
Back out here on Kool TV as we look at some of the keys to begin half number 2. I think for Russell, they're going to have to attack the basket. I think that even if they're not able to get a step on the defender, they're going to have to drive the basketball and try to get East Carter in some foul trouble.
Yeah, you got to try to go underneath. Get the success that Russell's had so far has come underneath the basket. They've got to try to get more of those open looks underneath
and rebounding. I mean, Russell's just dominated on the boards right now, and that's part of the reason why the score is what it is. And for East Carter, you've got to keep this intensity. I think that's kind of been a little of the inconsistency that East Carter has faced this year is keeping that foot down on the gas. There's been a couple times where they just idle for a little bit, see, if they can take a break, and then when a team gets close, they press the gas pedal. You can't do this against that Russell team because this Russell team's a real deal.
Yeah, and it's getting to be that time of year where you got to be able to keep that foot down for the entire length of the basketball game if you want to keep playing.
Yeah, and East Carter's not the only team in the 62nd who's playing their best basketball. As Morgan County went to Rowan County and got a big win also.
Big win for Morgan County.
So still 2:50 left in the half.
They'll run this, and then they'll bring them out for 3 minutes.
Okay, so I believe that the younger Raiders are down the floor trying to get some practice on the real floor, which you always like to see. But I think that they're going to reset the clock. They're going to add some time on there, which now reads 2:33. So I don't think Russell knows that as they're over here in the far corner wanting to take the floor. But, Coach, what a season it's been out here at East Carter.
It's been a fun year. This East Carter team has really progressed as the season's gone on. From game 1 till now, it looks like a completely different basketball team.
It does, and of course this won't be our last game, me and James's last game out here. Tomorrow will be, as the Lady Raiders take the floor against Lewis County. It'll be our final game on the floor here at East Carter for 2023-2024, and that'll wrap up another basketball season. Of course, I will be with the Raiders all the way through the 62nd District Tournament until they lose, and probably through the region.
Hopefully you're still,
if they are in the region.
Hopefully you're still calling for a long time, but yeah, to get to the region.
If they're there.
To get to the region.
I mean, you watch the East-West game.
I'll say to get to the region, they got to beat a good West Carter team for the 3rd time, which is, it's tough to beat anybody 3 times, much less a solid basketball team.
Right, if they're there. Of course, you just mentioned West Carter. They are in trouble at the half against Greenup County, 33-19 right now, trailing.
Yeah, you got to play West Carter for a 3rd time. You've beaten them the first 2 times, but you've got to play out of those 3 games. You're going to play 2 of the 3 in Olive Hill.
Yeah,
that's going to be a tough place for East Carter to go pick up a 3rd win.
So, as I look at the clock to my left, they're definitely going to have to add some time as it's down to 1 minute now. As Russell just now get back on the floor. 8:20 Eastern time per the Apple Watch. It's a little bit of a delayed start. Senior day festivities.
It's going to be past my bedtime.
What time do you go to bed?
If I'm home, I'm all right. If I'm home at 8:20, we're getting real close already.
I cannot do that. I'm in med school, so I go home and I turn it on, whatever TV lands on. My girlfriend watches she's got me watching King of Queens and Mike and Molly and stuff. So I'll watch that and study my content. I got a test on gallbladder anatomy tomorrow. That sounds real fun, don't it?
I don't miss those days. When I was working on my master's, it felt like I've shortened my life by 10 years.
With 2:35 left, they added a couple minutes. We'll take a break. We'll come back and play the second half here in Grayson on the Kool Sports Network.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, you know, they know you by name.
You know, you may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Caramel Boulevard in Grayson.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back out here on Kool TV as teams getting their last second instructions from their head coaches, Cole Bramer and Derek Cooksey. I would say there's a lot of conversation in both of those locker rooms. And
if I'm Coach Bramer in the locker room, I'm just saying, keep doing what we're doing.
Well, that's why I'm not the coach, because that's not what I would have said. I would say they're going to make a run. Are you willing to stand up to that run, or are you going to let them drive back into the game?
Russell's definitely going to make a run, but if I'm East Carter, I'm happy with the defensive effort on that end of the floor.
I'm happy with the toughness of my guys.
I was like, I'm happy with the way you played on offense. Keep doing what you're doing, and it should be a good night in Grayson.
Morgan County leads Paintsville 64-48. That game is in the third quarter. As the officials try to figure out who gets the ball and which way we're going. We had an hour and a half halftime. We should have figured that out. Obviously, we're just kidding. We can kid because we like our officials. Neal has it up top. There's that East Carter 3-2 zone to start the second half. Neal has Quinn over the right corner, wide open for three. This one is no good. Rebound goes off to Fleming. His shot's away, and it's good. I believe that is Fleming's first basket.
You know, for a 3-2 to kind of be an odd defense in today's game, we've seen both teams play that 3-2 tonight.
Goodman gets it over to Tate Scott in the lane. Down low to Hall, working against Rimmer. Inside, out over to Johnson. The intensity has picked up a little bit for Russell defensively. East Carter's content with just holding it. Like we said, until they find a fracture in that defense, they'll hold it the whole time. They're not afraid to do it, and they found one. Evan Goodman firing for three. This one's good. Johnson chiropractic three-point shot for Evan Goodman. And the lead goes to 31-19, ties the largest of the game. No, 14 was the largest. Sorry, excuse me. Top of the arc three is in and out, no good. Rebound goes off to Johnson. Johnson loses it, but Hall gets it.
Strong rebound by Quentin Johnson, but then he lost it. And
I'll tell you
guess who ends up with it?
Yeah.
Blake Hall.
The wrong guy. Now Goodman firing another three. This one's good. Now the lead goes to 15, largest of the game, 34-19.
Evan with a little heat check there, giving a little mini.
Nice give and go down low for Rimmer, who's fouled and will put off the glass and in. Rimmer's going to get his, Coach.
Got the foul on Goodman. That's his second. Really not a lot of foul trouble for either team. Most you've got is Goodman with 2.
Yeah.
Cordial with 2 for Russell.
East Carter with possession. Tonight's game is brought to you by JD Flooring for all your in Greenup for all your carpet and flooring needs. See the good folks at JD Flooring. Johnson down low to Hall. Wraparound pass to a wide open Ty Scott, who put off the glass and in. Somebody just got lost defensively for the Devils.
Yeah, Ty held up there for a second because I think he thought somebody was right on his back, and he held up and almost let the defender catch back up to him.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Greenup County Public Library with branches in Flatwood, South Shore, the main branch in downtown. Greenup Books, Movies, and so much more. The Greenup County Public Library. Fleming fires for 3. This one's way off the mark, over the backboard and out of bounds. And by the Flatwoods and Russell First Baptist Churches, who invite you to worship with them or some other Greenup Baptist Association church. And by James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill. You'll find all your hardware supplies that you'll need and more at James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill. East Carter with possession and holding that 14-point lead, 36-22.
Russell's definitely turned up the pressure defensively, showing a little bit of a token press.
And East Carter, you see what they're doing? They're wearing them out. They're just throwing it back and forth. The ball's never in any danger when they're doing this because Russell's not pressuring the ball.
No, but it's just making Russell go from sideline to sideline.
Now here comes Neal out to pressure the ball. That's what they're going to have to do. Ty Scott was fouled a couple of times. It just lands in the hands of Tate Scott. Gives it off to Hall. Mid-range shot, no good. Rebound goes off to Johnson, who maybe got away with a double dribble there. Gets away to Ty Scott. Over to Goodman. Making Russell work. He just splits the double team. Down low to a wide open Johnson, who lays off the glass. What a feed by Evan Goodman.
That was great vision by Evan, finding the open Quentin Johnson underneath the basket there.
Deflating for Russell. Deflating. You played a great defensive possession there, and you allow an easy basket.
Put a lot of energy into that possession on defense if you're Russell.
Leads at 16, 38-22. Good-looking shot from Pridemore off the front of the rim. No good. Gets his own board and is fouled. This will go against Ty Scott.
Second on Ty.
And I think it was a foul. I know that you don't think so because I could tell by your body language, but he did get him. That's the beauty of being on the Kool Head Sports Network is we've got multiple cameras all around the gym. And we can see it. Nice inbound pass. Over in the left corner for 3. This one's no good. And Evan Goodman gets the rebound and maybe was fouled, but no call. Ahead to Ty Scott to Blake Hall, who laid off the glass and in. This game is getting away from Russell. 40-22. Double-double for Blake Hall. And we've midway through the third quarter. Nice drive by Neal. He put it off the glass and in. Timeout, Coach Cooksey.
There's a little defensive breakdown on East
Full
Carter's
timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Back out here on Kool TV, a little shout out to Bruce Sexton. Of course, I know the Sexton dad. I know Gavin. And what a great family they have. I mean, love the Sextons. Great bunch of people there. Really going to miss watching him play, and goes for all the seniors. It's been a true pleasure to cover them throughout their career and kind of get to know the families and the kids. And you couldn't coach, and I think I can speak for you too, you couldn't ask for a better bunch of kids. than what East Carter has.
No, this is a fun group of kids. This whole group of seniors and from this whole group of kids, the whole team in general, it's just a fun group to be around.
And you got to think, I'm from Russell, graduated from Russell. Out front, Ty Scott wants a three. This one's good. Johnson chiropractic three-point shot. So when I came out here, I'd known Tim Champlin for a little while, not a whole lot. And I got to know you guys, and it's just been a great relationship ever since. Nice drive by Neal. He put it off the glass. No good, but he's fouled. I think that there's a lot of similarities in Russell and East Carter that a lot of people wouldn't know. Both of these schools are extremely passionate about their sports. They have good followings, and there's a lot of good people that surround the programs, Coach.
Oh, absolutely. There's people all over that follow around for every sport that don't have kids involved anymore, don't have anything. They just
unlike Louisville fans, these are actually really. I say that because Coach is a Louisville fan. I shouldn't say that.
Cal wins one game that he shouldn't at Auburn, and now everybody's back on the bandwagon.
Unlike Bengals fans. Is that better?
Oh.
Obviously kidding. Not with the Louisville, though. Blake Hall drives, and he travels. And Blake Hall looks like he's maybe banged up a little bit.
Well, let's
see what they're going to call here.
Roy Wright had a travel on the far sideline. On the baseline, we got a foul being called.
Well, they need to get together and discuss this.
Say on the far sideline, Roy Wright.
In my view, you want my honest opinion, Caleb Grimmer just held his ground. That's what happened.
I would say, I
don't think that it should be a foul on him.
Unless they called a reach in that we couldn't see or something. But Roy Wright on the far side signaled that it was a travel.
I think Grimmer just held his ground. I don't think he slid over or whatever. What are they going to call here? They're going to get a foul away from the ball. This is not going to go against Rimmer. It's going to go against number 21, Kazmarzik.
Okay. Could not see what happened there.
Interesting. Once again, we do love our officials here, and we would appreciate nobody criticize them in the comments. The only person that's allowed to criticize officials is me.
I'll say, honestly, I didn't see where the foul was, but I wasn't paying attention to where
I don't think that was a bad
call.
It's one of those 50-50 calls again, man. Like I said, I'm glad I don't officiate. I'm glad I don't officiate. Rebound goes off to Russell on a missed shot. What an effort the Raiders have put together. Kazmarzik off the glass, just forced it. No good. Rebound goes off to Blake Hall.
Another board by Blake Hall.
I mean, this has just been a beautiful game for the Raiders as it continues, and he traveled, sure did.
Yeah. Try to go from full throttle to stop instantaneously.
Thus far, I should say, East Carter has put together a defensive masterpiece, and Russell's one of those teams, like we said, had Pikeville beat in the Round Ball Classic at Boyd County, and what was Pikeville ranked? And they shouldn't be, but they're ranked 15th in the state, James. Is that where Pikeville's ranked at? But, I mean, they are, though, ranked there, ain't they? Where are they ranked? They're in the top 25 anyways. Ty Scott has it.
This is a game East Carter can't take their foot off the gas, so there's still
Russell's
way too much time left.
No. I don't think they will.
No,
this is a senior-led team, as Lane has it.
I think you may see East Carter.
Backdoor cut is Rimmer got caught watching the ball up front, and Blake Hall slips behind him and puts off the glass and in.
That was textbook old school basketball. Just pass, weave it around, backdoor cut.
Up top, 3 in the air. This one's no good. Good rebound by Rimmer. Rimmer will put it on the floor, and they're going to get him for a charge. Sexton ready to check back in for the Raiders. He's coming against Tate Scott. And I think if you're Coach Cole Bramer, you're really encouraged by the way your team's playing tonight headed into the district tournament. And like you said, they will face a West Carter team they have defeated twice this year, but both those games were pretty good games, Coach.
Yeah, both of them have been good games.
17-4 West Carter led last matchup, and East Carter had to play from behind.
Yeah, West Carter ran out to an early lead last time and then couldn't hold on to it. But again, for East Carter, you're going to have to beat West Carter 3 times, and 2 of those 3 wins are going to have to come in Olive Hill.
And it's one of those things when it's a rivalry game, you kind of throw those numbers out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ty Scott has it, puts it between his legs, guarded by Quinn. Hands it to Blake Hall. Hall working against Fleming. Does a little shake and bake, gives it out to Sexton, who gives it back to Ty Scott, and they will reset. Now, Sexton looks to drive, inside out to Lane. Lane gets off to Goodman. Russell really working defensively. They need to stop. A little bit of a lazy pass. What a lucky break for East Carter. It goes right to Sexton, but it's taken away by Neal. Neal racing down the far side. Looks to drive in the lane all the way up. Tough shot. Can't get to go, but he is fouled. Foul will go against Lane. That'll be the fourth team foul against East Carter. With 1:41 left. So next team foul against the Raiders will send Russell to the double bonus. Neal at the line. First one is away, and it is good.
Again, not a lot of foul trouble for either team. East Carter's got a stack of kids with 2 fouls. Goodman, Hall, Ty Scott, Lane have all got 2. But so far, not a lot of big foul trouble. Russell, Rimmer, and Cordial both have 2. But
yeah, and this game's flown by. You know, here it's only 8:36. And we're almost to the end of quarter number 3. And this game actually got started late. As Evan Goodman just goes past everybody, finds Sexton over in the left corner for 3. That's no good. Man, I tell you, if he gets going, look out. Pridemore has it, gives it off to Neal. Neal looking to drive against Goodman, cut off. Maybe got away with an extra step. Fighting for it underneath was Fleming. Oh, I don't know about that one. They're going to give the ball back to Russell, but I don't think so. Well, I tell you what, Davey Anderson's down there, and he's one of the best in the 16th region. So if Davey said it went off East Carter, it went off East Carter, Coach, and I don't want to hear you argue it.
I'm not arguing that one at all. He's got a heck of a lot better angle at it than we do. He's calling it from 3 feet
That's
away,
right.
looking directly at it. We're calling it from
absolutely
the rafters of the gym at midcourt.
This ain't Davey's first game.
No.
3 in the air is no good. Good rebound by Fleming, who handed off to Pridemore, back out front to Quinn. Foul little Rimmer. Inside out. Fleming firing 3. Russell needs it. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes off to Goodman. East Carter have just dominated the boards and the flex on the scoreboard.
Red Devils have been ice cold.
Oh, what a feed on a cutting Evan Goodman, who was in 4th gear all the way down the floor. He'll lay it off the glass and in. Pridemore looking to drive. Stops. Maybe got away with a step. Rimmer, mid-range shot. This one, no good. Rebound goes off to Blake Hall. Another rebound for Blake Hall.
What's Blake up to now, rebound-wise? He's
12 and 12. Whew. That sounds like a meal that I'm going to get when I leave here tonight.
Well, prices are you get 12 for 12, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I remember when roast beef were 5 for $5.
Yeah, I'm not talking about.
I say that to everybody. They're like, nah. I'm telling you, they used to be.
You'd be lucky if you get 12 chicken strips for $12 somewhere.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Goodman just pounding that right-handed dribble with 8 seconds left here in the third. Goodman, teardrop running the lane off the glass and in, and the lead goes to 21, and we'll end quarter number 3. 49-28. It's all East Carter. We'll begin quarter number 4 when we come back on Kool TV.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Back out here on Kool TV, it's Spencer Hutchinson and the Louisville fan on the call tonight. Also known as Jeff Whitson.
At this point of the season, let's go with Eastern Kentucky fan, EKU.
Oh, you're not claiming your Cardinals after a bad year again?
No, I'm claiming my Cardinals, but I always claim my Cardinals regardless, and my Cardinals are having a great year right now.
They are, and so is the Morehead State Eagles. Shout out to them. Longest home court winning streak in the nation right now.
It's because they don't play Eastern anymore.
Oh. Well, I guarantee you one thing. I bet they were glad. I bet they were hoping they played Louisville. They probably whooped
I agree
Louisville.
with you on
they
that
probably
right
beat
now.
Louisville to death.
Louisville's fighting to be the 3rd or 4th best team in the state this year.
I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a hard time. I hate that they're that bad. Johnson, left corner 3. This one in and out, no good. Rebound goes off. Oh, Neal got off with a travel. Bounce pass down to Quinn, who tries to throw it back in, but he throws it right to Sexton, who's fouled. No call. Fouled again. No call. It's still loose. Ty Scott saves into Sexton. Timeout, Coach Cole Brammer. What a sequence there in a 30-second timeout.
Third down.
Well, sometimes you just got to fight for extra yards.
Yeah.
You just never know when you're going to need those extra couple yards. And we don't mean that directly towards any team. I think it's just entertaining because both these teams are physical, man.
Yeah, they were getting after it, but that one there were bodies flying everywhere from both sides and just getting after it.
Really good crowd on the Tuesday night, of course. East Carter was in school yesterday, weren't they? Did you work yesterday?
Yes, we were in school.
Trying to make up some of those snow days?
No, it was a playing day.
Really?
Yeah, it was on the
Some
calendar.
schools were out. See, Grayson was out yesterday. James drove his Mustang out here.
Oh.
So
I'll say, yeah, it was a regular scheduled day on the calendar.
Excuse me, I made a grave error just now. That is Felicia's Mustang. That is not James's car. That's Felicia's Mustang. I need to correct that because I don't want to get her mad at me. But I did give her a hat at KCU, so I might still be on her good side. She let James drive her car one time and he hit a deer. I'm just kidding. Of course, I did hit a deer during football season last year and still made the game on time. I think they're going to get a foul.
Got it on 3 on Neal.
Yeah.
Still, it's only his second.
I tell you what, the deficit they would have to start shooting historic threes, kind of like Kentucky in the down in LSU back in the mid-'90s to win this game. But you like the fight that they're putting up right now.
If East Carter has more possessions like that, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, good job there by Burgess, putting that one off the glass. It looks like Coach Cooksey has a lot of his younger kids in there. It's Quinn's on the floor right now for the Devils. Cross-court pass over to Sexton. Looks to drive, and this one's intercepted. Maybe they want a foul. Can't get it to go. You got to make those if you're going to make a run. Burton gets the rebound. Goodman says, okay, I'll take this.
Yeah.
Enough of this volleyball stuff we're doing. Johnson out to Goodman. Which we're not against volleyball, but it looked more like volleyball there for a minute.
East Carter's definitely got into a
and River is going to foul Johnson. They're at that point now where they have to be a little desperate going after these balls.
Yeah, you've got to gamble and try to get some turnovers.
And Cole Brammer knows that, and you see who just checked back in.
Yeah, you got to get your guys that are your traditional ball handlers in the game.
Of course, I want to thank you for joining me a few times this year. I truly enjoyed calling games with you. I know I give you a hard time, but I love it when you call games with me, and I appreciate it.
Oh, it's been fun.
But don't think you're immune from my criticism.
Oh, absolutely not.
As Goodman puts off the glass and in. I did wish you happy birthday on Facebook, and I did say that you were the best special teams coach in the area.
Well, I appreciate it.
And you know, if I say it, it's probably not true. I'm just kidding. This one for Burgess, long range, no good. And Blake Hall's going to let this one go out of bounds and it'll go back to East Carter. (26-14), East Carter has out-rebounded Russell in this contest. That's not all that goes into it, but it's a big indication because you wonder how many of those points came off those rebounds.
Well, and it has not helped. The Red Devils have been ice cold from three-point range all night.
Good job there by, I believe that was Kazmarzik, who got the deflection down low, and they just have not looked good offensively in the sequence. And it's just one of those nights. I mean, Coach Derek Cooksey knows he's got a young team. As this one's blocked by Rimmer. Blake Hall gets the rebound, puts it off the glass and in.
Blake padding the stats a little bit there.
Leads at 23, 53-30. And you're going to get this, though, Coach, with a young team. And you know that better than anybody being a football coach. When you have a young team, you're going to get some games that you don't look your best.
No, there's going to be times where youth shows its ugly head, and there's going to be times where youth looks really good.
Time out on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be back on the Kool Hit Sports Network.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473 813-413-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back out here on Kool TV. Coach, you need to stop running the replays.
I don't do the replays.
Well, we love all our sponsors, and Grayson Sporting Goods helps sponsor that instant replay. And I think the one time that we ran it during a replay was when Russell scored. So Evan Goodman has it. Over to Ty Scott. Over to Goodman.
Carter looks very content to be patient with the
Burton
basketball
back to
right now.
Goodman. Back out front to Tate Scott. Yeah, East Carter's just going to hold this ball. I mean, but back to what we were saying, this is a Russell team with serious talent. I think they got the right coaches in place. But you're going to get hiccups like this, and it's similar, and I'm going to say this. It's similar to the way you see Kentucky play early in the year with all those young freshmen.
Oh, this Russell team, East Carter and Russell could turn around and play tomorrow night.
And Russell would beat them.
And Russell
Absolutely.
could very easily win or
Absolutely.
it'd be a one-point basketball
Agreed.
game. It's just this has not been Russell's night.
And the reason I say that is Kentucky lost to UNC Wilmington earlier this year.
Yeah.
A team that they would probably beat 20 out of – I'm not saying that that's not really the case here. East Carter's a really good team. They're not UNC Wilmington. Russell's definitely not Kentucky, but
I don't think.
But I guess it's an analogy a little bit.
Yeah,
It's,
I don't think anybody going into this game would expect this to be a 20-point spread
absolutely
right now.
not. No chance. No chance. Because we know the talent that both these teams have. I expected a really good game. It's foul underneath against Burton.
Yeah, this has just been one of those nights. Shots haven't fallen for Russell.
And if you're Russell, you're not going to win tonight, but you can't dwell on this game because you got the district tournament coming up.
You hope this one gets out of your system in a game tonight that really, outside of a pride thing, doesn't have a whole lot of meaning for either team before you get into district and region tournaments, hopefully, for both teams.
And for East Carter, you're happy with the way you played over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, if you're Coach Brammer right now, you've got to be ecstatic with the way your team's performed tonight.
Pridemore gets this one to go. Other than a 10-0 run from Rowan County in the third quarter, East Carter actually led the majority of the first half against Rowan County in Moorhead, might I say. Other than that, East Carter has not, and they had what? A lot of people think that Lawrence County's the best team in the 15th. Had them beat right here. They make the free throws, they win. This is an East Carter team that's hitting their stride. And I tell you what, whoever, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, I'm assuming that Morgan County will beat Elliott.
You would
okay.
think. You would
whoever Morgan County plays in that 62nd District Championship, whether it's East or West, they're going to have their hands full. Give and go to Goodman, who lays it off and in. And same goes for Lewis County, or I believe Russell and Raceland play in the opening round of the 63rd District. Man, you talk about that. That is going to be a basketball game. Of course, those teams played twice this year. I believe Russell beat them twice. But that last one at home, Russell trailed by as many as double digits at one time and was roared back and won that one. So, and Lewis just beat Greenup, and Lewis is the 4 seed. So, that 63rd District is really something. Ty Scott has it up top, looking to drive, working against Pridemore, back out to Goodman. By Kazmarzik. And he is fouled. Only the third team foul against Russell with 2:50 left here in the fourth quarter. So this will be the final boys game here, but we will be back tomorrow night, me, James, and Felicia, as Matt Clark's Lady Raiders team wrap up their regular season. They'll take on Lewis County, and you can catch all the action right here on Kool TV. Blake Hall has it up top. Gives off to Goodman. East Carter's done a really good job of taking care of the ball, and I say that, Neal said, I'll take that, and I'll drive, and lay it off the glass and in.
Yeah, it was just
good job jumping in that passing lane.
Yeah, he telegraphed the pass a little bit, and Russell's being
It
aggressive.
had to be when I said that, didn't it?
Yeah, Russell's being aggressive, going after the basketball, and East Carter's telegraphed the pass a little bit.
Scott just drives past everybody, wrap around pass to Blake Hall. He puts off the glass and in. I wonder if Blake Hall's cramping or maybe he rolled his ankle. It looks like maybe a cramp. Yeah, and they need to call a timeout. And I think Cole Bramer knows it. He's asking his team maybe to foul or Bramer is fouled, and they want Lane in the game. He's going to come get Blake Hall. I think Blake's cramping up, Coach.
Yeah, they got the foul there on Blake. That's his third.
Yeah, he's going to come get him. Yeah, he's going to come get him. Yeah. Lane will check in and do a standing ovation for Blake Hall here on senior night. What a game he's played.
It's a good sign, though. He ran off the floor. I think maybe he got hit a little knee-to-knee action there. It looked like he was rubbing his knee as he came over the bench a little bit there.
Yeah, that could have happened. But the way that he had his toe pointed towards the ceiling makes me think that it was a cramping issue. Maybe it's not.
I'll say he seems to be walking around just fine down on the bench.
But you wouldn't know it. We did the Rail Cities Classic or Railroad Classic at Estill County last year, and I had to go to Estill County for 3 straight days. And one of those games, I believe it was against Paintsville, Blake got a huge gash above his eye. I mean, stitches worthy. What did they do? Well, in typical Blake Hall fashion, let's just glue it up and play the rest of the game. That's what they did, I think. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm pretty sure he played the rest of the game. You wouldn't expect anything different.
No. Say with a minute 20 left in the game, you may have seen the last of Mr. Hall for the evening.
Sitting at 15. Lane has it up top. Gets it off to Johnson.
Wouldn't be surprised if here in the next few seconds if you don't start seeing.
There's some good that'll come out of this for both teams. There's some good that'll come out of this for both teams. Coach Cooksey come in here, played a really good physical East Carter team. That's a good experience for them. Win-loss, it doesn't matter. That's good experience, and experience is the key here. And for East Carter, you're playing your best basketball at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely.
As East Carter just kind of throwing this around and trying to.
You got 30 seconds left.
They're going to force Russell to foul, which Russell has fouls to give. That's only going to be the 4th team foul against the Red Devils. It looks like Sexton's checking in. As Evan Goodman is ready to inbound this one. And Coach Cole Bramer said, you know what, the JV didn't get enough playing time. They need more. Well, and all the seniors are going to come out to a standing ovation here in Grayson.
Say it's a great way to be able to end the night for this senior class to get to come off in a victorious fashion. Great group of young men.
Oh, just no egos either. There's no egos with these kids. Some of the best kids you'd ever know, and I'm sure that Russell has a bunch of them too, but tonight is senior night here in Carter County and on campus of East Carter High School, and I've had the pleasure of, I got to call Evan's older brother's senior year, Connor's basketball season. I got to call his senior season, so just been, good, just like Burgess almost stole that one away. Oh, now Russell gets a steal. And I believe that foul, let's see who that goes against. It'll go against, who'd they give it against? I guess they're going to against Minix. It looked like that half the teams for both Russell and East Carter didn't even know the ball was ready. Everybody was standing still, and 2 Red Devils just jumped and said, we'll take that ball.
Yeah.
Burgess will fire from there.
Fires from
deep. No, he can. He's got that range. He will. He ain't afraid. Of course, son of former Herd player, standout Joda Burgess. And that's going to be your final. East Carter all over Russell tonight, 57-42. That is your final. We will be back on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
Graceland Christian Church, located at 210 Caroline Road, can provide you with a path to Jesus with Sunday morning service at 10:30, evening services at 6, and Christ-centered recovery services Tuesday night at 6, where over 250 people have surrendered their lives to Christ over the last 2 years. Graceland Christian Church also offers their Feed My Sheep food pantry while serving more than 150 Greenup County families each month.
This is Jason Likens, the lead minister at Graceland Christian Church. We're a little church with a big vision of serving our community for the cause of Christ. We invite you to come live out your faith with us.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Back out here on Kool TV, we do have a final. It's 57-42. East Carter has defeated Russell here on Senior Day. We want to thank all the Red Devil fans watching also. We try to be as neutral as we can. Of course, Coach gets a little carried away over here on the right. Hey. Obviously, I'm kidding. No, we usually call it how we see it.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. Looking at some of the stats here, 12.5% from behind the arc for Russell. But both teams shot 100%. And you're looking at Russell's behind the arc three-point shooting, 2 of 16. But there is something that Coach Derek Cooksey will be happy about. That's 10 for 10 at the free throw line. That's pretty good.
I'll say both teams tonight, we came in and said free throw shooting was going to be the key for both of them, and both teams shot 100%.
Yeah, looking at some of the scoring for both teams, Evan Goodman led all scorers with 24. Blake Hall, 16 and 14 on the day. And Elijah Neal led the Red Devils with 14 points and 2 rebounds. And Burgess and Pridemore added 5 more, and they just kind of had the scoring here and there, but it just never looked fluid offensively. Never, and give credit where credit's due. The Raider defense played phenomenal tonight.
Absolutely.
So, looking at the fouls were about even, 10 to 12. No technical fouls, so I guess Cole Brammer's on his best behavior tonight.
Well, and we got a very happy-looking Coach Brammer on his way. He's getting ready to cross right in front of us right now.
And we will talk to him right now. Coach, I don't think you've ever come up those steps. Did your feet even touch the steps when you come up here?
Well,
you levitate up here?
I tell you guys every time, making me walk all the way up here, I really get out of breath, man. It really does. Takes me about 2 or 3 questions into each interview to kind of catch my breath and be able to think straight. But no, I've come on up tonight. Seniors are staying on the floor to get some pictures with family and stuff like that. We had a great crowd. Unbelievable atmosphere and just an incredible way to send these seniors off of this floor. They've done so much for this program, and they've done so much for me. And, I just couldn't be more proud of them. And that goes to our team as a whole. I'm not just talking to seniors, but tonight, was, especially their night. And I could tell just, a couple days leading up to practice, I could tell, they knew what was coming. And, those guys love it, man. They love it, and they love it more than anything. And they weren't going to leave here tonight without absolutely leaving everything they had on the floor.
And I'm glad I was along for the ride the last couple of years.
Absolutely, we appreciate that.
I've been with the Raiders the majority of the time. But, Coach, let's talk about this game in particular, your defense. The way that the Raiders play defense tonight, is that something you've tried to install the whole season.
Yeah, well, it's our team.
Yeah.
You know, that's our team. That's our MO. And you know, we do some things different defensively, but our team loves to get after you.
Talk about Blake Hall. I know. What do you say about the effort he had tonight?
What do you say? I mean, he's just he was playing so hard. He was cramping there at the end. I told him they all shouldn't have went out to eat there after school. He should have got him something good.
I thought it was a cramp. Coach thought maybe they hit knees, and
no,
I thought his toe was
cramping
to the
up.
ceiling.
He left it out there. He was cramping up a little bit, and I told him, you know, take care of your body. But you can't say enough about him. You can't say enough about all of them. You know, they went in there at halftime. And I told him, you know, I was kind of hard on him a little bit. We gave up that one right there before halftime. I really didn't want to give that up. And, you know, we had just really flown around defensively, and we 28-17. And I looked over, and I said, what's Blake have? And I thought he had 2 fouls. Turned out he just had the 1. He's done a great job of staying out of foul trouble lately. And look over, and he's got 10 points, 10 rebounds, halftime.
Yeah.
It's halftime.
He had a double-double at half.
And at a lot of points, you know, throughout that, a lot of people would be surprised, you know, very, very shocked and, you know, double-double at halftime. But nobody said anything. You know, nobody said a word. We just said, yep, that's Blake.
It's almost
that's
like
Blake.
exactly. That's what
Blake.
I was going to say. And Evan Goodman with his 24. That's almost like, oh well, they had a normal night, but
Yeah.
you know, it's almost taken for granted. It's
It
almost
is.
you know the way
It
that
is.
they've played the whole
It is.
year. It's almost like, oh, it's expected, and it's kind of spoiled a lot of people.
Yeah, Evan was excellent tonight, and he's playing so hard right now. You know, not that he's not always played hard, but just here in the last 2 weeks, I've noticed just a turn up his gear, and he is a handful to play defense on. I mean, just a handful to play defense on. He's so smart about being able to drive you and cut off the ball and stuff like that. He had probably 3 baskets there, just backdooring his man, going to the rim. But like you said, we look at that and it just rolls over. But I just want to give these guys a lot of credit. You know, it's not about anything that we've done, you know, specific or, you know, special or anything like that. Those guys just like to go out there and lay it on the line.
Other than about a 3-minute stretch at Rowan County, you got to be pretty happy with the way your team's playing. You can enjoy the win tonight, but then you got to get ready for that 62nd district tournament. You'll take on West Carter in Olive Hill next week, Coach. How do you get ready for this?
Well, it's a district tournament. You know, it's exciting time. You know, this is what we do. It's what we play 28 games and practice 95, 100 times or whatever we go. That's why you do it. You know, it's fun and it's something you gotta, you know, you look forward to. And I know our guys are really looking forward to it. And you know, just one of those things where, you know, you gotta get ready, you gotta prep up, and you know, go over some stuff, clean some stuff up, and get excited to go play, man. Just get really excited to go play.
Coach Cole Brammer, the East Carter Raiders. I will see you next week in Olive Hill.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you all.
We'll be back on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back out here on Kool TV, and this is the last boys game, and I want to give a big thanks to everybody, the Kool Hits team out here, whether it's been James and Felicia Collier, whether it's been Ian or Travis or Jeff Irwin, it's a team effort here at Kool Hits, and we have I can't tell you how much our relationships mean with our schools. It's truly an honor to come out here and cover these young athletes. I can't thank Carter County Schools enough for allowing us to do it. The relationships that you develop with these families and these kids, and it's almost like, they've accepted us as, part of their family. And this area out here in Carter County is truly special. And it seems like it just flies by. And I just, I'm originally from Westwood. I graduated from Russell, but this has almost become my second home out here. And I truly just enjoy my time out here, and I think I speak for everybody at the Kool Hits Sports Network, as we just love coming out here. And it's been a great year. Of course, I've been with them all season long. Went into Bracken County, went on the road everywhere you can imagine. Just been truly blessed to have the opportunities that we have. We'll take another break. We'll come back and wrap this one up here on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back out here on Kool TV once again. Final time, 57-42. East Carter has defeated Russell here on senior night. I want to thank Felicia Collier, James Collier, and Jacob Hankins. I was bragging on you too much down there. People were saying, hey, he's not that good of a kid. I'm just kidding. They weren't saying that. Of course, he's one of our new additions here at the Kool Hits Sports family. Great kid. And if you're watching from another school that we affiliate with, you'll get to know Jacob. Just a really great kid that is filling the role for Ben Spicer. Big shoes to fill. We love Ben Spicer. So for the final time, once again, 57-42. This has been a presentation of Kool TV.
Thank you for watching another East Carter Raiders basketball broadcast live on Kool TV. This presentation of East Carter Raiders basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Hits Sports Network and Kool TV.